How many events will you go to this year that don't really mean a whole lot beyond just having fun that day or that particular night?
Yeah, the 25th anniversary of Irish Fest is coming, an event where every dollar raised makes a difference here in our community.
Jenny Chakut is here to lend a little context to this. Good morning, Jenny.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me here.
Irish Fest, what is this? You described this, and as Mary said earlier, it's a can't miss event. Why
It is a can't miss event. It's so much fun. Irish Fest, this is our 25th anniversary of Irish Fest for Catholic Charities. And this is a big night where the community comes together. Over 500 people come together to help us raise money for our important programs throughout the community. We have a live auction, a silent auction, dinner, dancing, the whole shebang. So.
Okay, let's not gloss over every bit of it.
No.
Let's talk a little bit more
Right.
about some of those elements and why people who come once tend to come back time and again, and they're bringing their friends to it
Sure,
too.
yeah, they are. And we've got so many people who, like you said, have come year after year because it is such a fun event. And we've got, we bring in an Irish dancing group that does their thing, and I think you've probably had them
We've
here
had them
a
on
time
the
or
show,
two.
yeah, we've had them, yeah.
Yep. And then we've got Pam and the Pearls playing music for us this year. The dinner's fantastic. I can personally attest to it because we did a taste test with our chairs. So this is just a fun thing that everybody can come and enjoy.
Yeah.
Catholic Charities hosts this. Why put this on, this type of event?
This is a fundraiser for Catholic Charities so that we can continue what we do in our mission. We can continue the life-saving and life-changing initiatives that we have throughout the community. We've got adoption services. We've got the only domestic violence shelter in our county. We've got mental health services. We do food pantries. We do senior services. So somebody in your community or somebody you know is probably touched by Catholic Charities every day.
So the money that's raised from this event, is it already earmarked for something specific that you just mentioned?
Some of it is, but some of it, we have a couple of events during the auction called Raise the Paddle, where you can just donate money to a specific cause. So if you said, I want to give to adoption services or to the food pantries, you can do that.
It's sort of crazy how broad your mission is,
It
though.
is.
If you think about how many lives you're impacting throughout the year and over the years.
So many programs and services. So throughout the year, you do a lot of fundraising is critical, and this is one of the big events. What else do you do throughout the course of the year?
We do a couple of other appeals. We do an annual appeal that happens like November, December, January because people are thinking holidays and how they can most impact somebody. We also have a spring appeal, and we've had a couple of other smaller events throughout the year, but this is the big one.
Mike mentioned sort of kicking it off. How many things do we do just because it's fun or it's a good excuse to get out of the house?
Yep.
But really beyond that, what are you doing? Like, it's about the substance of the night. Over the years, what kind of difference are you making? Because I think that's really important for people who are thinking about spending their hard-earned money on a ticket for this compared to going someplace else.
Right.
What are you really doing in our community?
We're impacting over 75,000 people a day or a year. And so you've got all these people who may be hungry. And we all know what it's like to be hungry. You get up in the morning and say, oh, I need some breakfast. Some people don't go to the pantry to get breakfast because they can't. So they come to see us, and we are feeding them every day. We have two centers, the Juan Diego Center, where we have immigration services. We have a micro business program, which is helping people be entrepreneurs. And that's also where one of our food pantries is. And then St. Martin de Porres, we have a food pantry there. We've also do senior services. Seniors come together, they have lunch with us, they can do socialization. So really, I mean, something for every member of the family, really.
And I knew you had a shelter for domestic
That's right.
violence individuals, but I didn't realize it was the only one in Douglas County. Is that right?
That's correct.
How do you help those women and men
And
in
men
need?
and families.
Yes.
Yep. We give them shelter if they are just in an emergency situation. They can come to us. We give them shelter for weeks at a time, and then we also help them to develop a safety plan, an emergency plan, and help them move on with their lives and keep their kids safe as well.
St. Patrick's Day has, for a lot of people, it's about the green beer and taking a day off from work and really cutting loose, watching
Having a
some
good
basketball.
time,
Right.
yeah.
But then there are these events because, around here, we like events that are a little bit more meaningful as well, that families can get involved in. And we talked about an event last week, but this is really a night dedicated to raising money for Catholic Charities, one of their biggest fundraisers of the year. So are you going to go and have a good time? You betcha.
Yeah.
Right? Are you going to dance a little bit and let loose? Of course, that's part of it all. But it's also about the impact that you're making beyond March 11th. So the best way to get tickets, we've got your email address, we've got a phone number and a website on the
That's
screen.
right. Yep. CCOmaha.org is
Okay.
just the simplest way.
Some of the
Easy
best
enough.
Catholics are Irish too.
That's right. Not.
Right, exactly.
Jenny's like, I'm not, but I'm still really cool.
That's okay. You don't have to be. Irish Fest
Wear the green and
2017.
everything.
I know, we know it. You get points. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah, good luck with the event. He sells